Welcome to another episode of It's in You. Yes, it is in you. No one else but you. It is right there. And I believe it, I know it, and I will always say it because I know it is in you. Yes, let me say thank you so much for tuning in, and thanks to all my subscribers and my supporters out there, my friends and my families. You know yourself, a big thank you for your continued support. And today I would like to bring our focus on the giant. So today I will be talking about that big giant. And as I mention the name giant, what am I talking about? What is this giant? And I want to be realistic with us and very practical when I talk about the giant. Because the giant I'm relating to and I'm talking about is that big giant in our life. All of us have one or more giants that we are dealing with from day to day in our life. And sometimes we tried so hard to get rid of that giant, to deal with that giant, to find and come up with a resolution to deal with the giant. But you know what? The giant is so stubborn that it's so hard and it becomes so difficult to get rid of the giant in our life. I don't know what is your giant or giants today in your life, but I know that one of my past giants that I was living with for years and years and years was not having any form of boundaries. Didn't have any form of boundaries, no boundaries at all. It was a giant that I was dealing with and I didn't understand. And I was so motivating and I would be so helpful to others. I would have my last and I would give it away and I would do without. That was just me, right? And I didn't have any boundaries when it comes to everything, a matter of fact, in life. No boundaries at all. And so at that point in time, I thought that I was doing things correct. I thought that I had it locked. I thought that everything was going the right way, the right direction. And I thought I wasn't doing anything wrong or anything bad. But I was wrong. And the reason why I bring up this is to bring out a point. Because many of us in today's life, we have some giants living with us. We have some giants dealing with, but we put a scale over our eyes. We know the giant and we don't want to deal with the giant. We don't want to find solution for the giants. But you know the sad part about it? We sit around and we observe the giants in other people's lives. And we are ready. We are waiting to judge them. We are ready to give them advice. And especially when we are religious and we know the Word of God, we read the Word of God, and we will go out there and we will tell people, oh, if you do this, you're going to go to hell. If you do that, you're not going to make it into heaven. And you're helping them to deal with the giants that they have in their life. But my friends, my question to us today, are we dealing with the giants in our life before we start being judgmental with others around us and wanting to fix the giants in other people's life? When we have a big, mighty, and powerful and strong giant raging all over our family, raging in our relationship, raging at the workplace, raging all over our lives. But we spend no time to fix the giant that we have in our life, or the giants, because some of us have more than one giant dealing with. But we find time to see the giants that are in other people's lives, and we are ready and willing and waiting, and we put out so many efforts to correct them, to put them on the right path, on the right track. But you still have that big giant dealing with. It is more effective, my friend, when you walk the walk, when you have the experience. And I will use one example. If I am a drug addictive person, if I was, and I deal with that giant, and I overcome that giant, when I go out there and I talk to people about getting off drugs, quitting drugs, it is going to be more effective. Because you know what? I have the experience. I've been there, done that. I know the creases, the corner, the hills, the valley, the gullies. I know every stoplight. So I can talk to you about drugs. I can help you to get rid of that giant in your life. But when you have that giant standing before you every day of your life, looking you to the face, and you use the same thing to judge another individual or to try to put another individual on the right track, don't get me wrong, guys. It is good to give encouragement. It is good to give advice. But what I'm saying, it is more effective when you have that personal encounter. When you overcome. It doesn't have to be anything major, the giant. It could be something simple. It could be something, as simple as, oh, I just love to eat and I can't stop eating. I eat right around the clock. I have a bad eating habit. But you see somebody else with the same situation, the same giant, and you get judgmental. And you want to guide that person. You want to put that person on a straight path. But are you helping yourself with the giant, that eating habit that you have, that giant that you are facing every day? No. But we are so judgmental that we forget about the giant that we have dealing with in our life. And we spend 3/4 of our time focusing on other people's giants in their life and want to fix them. And some of us go to the point of demanding that this person, this individual, need to do this, need to do that. And that is the way. But you have the same giant dealing with. Have you find a solution or a remedy for your giant that you're dealing with before you come and criticizing others, be judgmental to others, and you think you're helping, you help more when you help yourself first. And when you help yourself and you become that overcomer, it is more effective when you try to help. I hope you enjoy this content. And please remember to share with your friends and your families and your loved ones so that they can identify that giant they are dealing with and ignoring it and focusing on other people's giant while they're struggling with their own. Thank you so much, guys, and have a wonderful day.